going to win the White House and we are going to save our country. November 5th is going to be called something else. You know what it's going to be called? Christian Visibility Day, when Christians turn out in numbers that nobody has ever seen before.
This is one of the things that people don't understand about Trump. He does things that, Republicans aren't supposed to do that. And this is almost like obvious. Like, okay, he's asking Christians to vote for him. That sounds like a no-brainer. I mean, like, Democrats ask blacks and Latinos to vote for them, right? So if Christians are an important part of the Republican Party's coalition, it would only be natural for the Republican candidate to say, Christians, please vote for me. But in the past, did Mitt Romney ever do that? No. Maybe he's afraid he would emphasize that he's Mormon. Did John McCain? Heck no. John McCain ran away from Christian conservatives as much as he could. And what did it get him? Oh, he lost. George W. Bush would talk about marriage and he would talk about life a little bit here and there, but he never made an overt pitch. He would talk about his own faith in hopes that Christians would get the idea, like, I'm a Christian, vote for me. Whereas Trump's like, hey, are you Christian? Vote for me. I could use your help. Like, it's refreshing. And then we could say, well, hey, if you want our vote, like, here's some things that we would like. We would like you to call attention to the fact that, churches are being attacked. Just this week, Joe Biden tweeted, Donald Trump isn't saying anything about political violence. And it's like, well, wait a minute now. Political violence, there's been 407 attacks on Christian churches since 2020.
There's been at least 400 attacks on Catholic churches. They include fires, statue beheadings, vandalism, and more.
And Biden, you've been silent. Trump has not been silent. He has spoken out on this, and he's encouraged Catholics to remove Biden from office because his Department of Justice isn't doing it much of all on this issue.
And only 25% of those cases have seen an arrest.
And he says Catholics are being attacked. Their churches are being attacked. Trump is calling attention to this. Kudos to him for that.
Yeah, I'd have to say it's almost kind of nice and refreshing to be treated, to be courted as a part of a coalition, which seems such an obvious, right? But like the key is you're Christian, so you are obligated to vote for me. It's like, look, I know that Christians are a valuable part of this coalition. What do you want? What do you want from a leader? I definitely have not heard that from Biden. And so if we treat it as like a transactional, like, hey, what is ailing you? What's been going on? I think there's a lot of Christians that I personally would say like being Catholic is the largest part of what I would consider like my identity or makeup, the most important part. So if someone came to me, and there's a lot of other Catholics out there that would be like, listen, what are you concerned about? I'm concerned about my churches getting attacked. I'm concerned about transgender policies everywhere, conscious rights, all those things. Pro-life stuff, of course, like pro-life stuff. Just come to me and ask. So Josh, question then, if it's so obvious, are there just like political consultants leading people away from that, being like, no, it's not going to go good? And so Trump, of course, just saying like, screw that. Like, I'm going to do what I think is right and then being right.
Oh, yes. There's a beltway mentality, even amongst people who consider themselves conservative or Republican. You talk, Tom, about it's kind of nice for Trump to actually try to court Christian voters. That's a major step in the right direction. That's outstanding. Like the bar was so low. I'm just happy when Republicans don't treat Christians like pariahs, let alone try to court us. Like he's saying, hey, I want to try to win. I need a team. Jump on board the Trump train and we'll get some things done. I'll try to fix this problem with the church violence. I'll try to pass some pro-life legislation. Let's go.
What'd you say earlier? Soft bigotry of low expectations?
That's right. And so Trump comes along and says, hey, I'm not trying to pretend I'm a saint here, but like maybe you could join my team and we could work together and get some things done. And Christians are like, wait a minute. He doesn't hate us? He actually wants to work with us? This is great.